Welcome to our Whiteboard Wednesday episode of Is It Time to Rebrand? A couple quick points on that. As you grow your business, change paths, change products, big things happen. Some companies do big mergers, maybe a new CEO steps in, a different holistic approach to things. That mark doesn't work, the coloring, the branding, things need to change. It's good to change, it's not a bad thing. But if you don't do it properly, you will waste time, energy, effort, all these things you can't ever get back, right? So I know I talked on this a few episodes ago. I want to touch base on some highlights of is it right to rebrand now? And if you are going through this right now, pause for a minute, listen to what I have to tell you. One example, if you have merged, and I talked about that with the CEO, or you've merged companies, which then equates to a larger profile of services, or a larger scope menu of food being offered, or a different style of food, maybe it's time to look at the message. If your culture's changed in your office and you've gone through some of the things that we have and other companies are going through now, not only due to COVID or things of that nature, but it's just time for change. It's time to do it right. And people have taken that path, and all of a sudden they have this wonderful culture. They have a beautiful, new office. Probably time before you spend another $5,000 on a big sign, or $10,000 on packages, or $20,000 on a website. It's time to rebrand, right? Take that step back, look outside of who you are, look at your audience, look at your whole approach, and sit down with a company that does this. Sometimes you're too close to your own brand, you're too close to your own mark. You kind of think you know what you did right or wrong, which I'm sure you do. But why wouldn't you go to a doctor to say what's wrong with your arm, right? If you've got pain, something's going on, why wouldn't you go get it checked? Well, same thing with a rebrand. Go get it checked. And you'll know if it's time. I just told you. You got a new company, new office, new culture. 2021 is different. Sometimes your product and your services, like I said, have changed, but the packaging needs to change. Well, that's also part of rebranding. Rebranding isn't just, I got a new logo. It's everything, right? Like it's the color, the styles, the designs, the packaging, the POS. Maybe it's just your services have changed as a doctor's office. You want to change your whole motif, the look, the style of your office, the coloring. You went through all this already with an interior designer. You came back with the same black logo. Makes sense. If it's not hitting the mark, things have to change. We all evolve. Logos evolve, brands evolve. Everybody evolves. So that would be a good time for a rebrand. Anytime you sit down with your team and you're going through your culture and you're going through these things and you want to make a difference for your company, for who you are, for what you stand for, there's nothing wrong with going to a third-party company who isn't so close to sit down with you and give you an honest criticism, layout, brand guidebook, ideas. And maybe it'll help not only your rebrand, but as we talked about before, your culture. And that's what's really important. That's what we're talking about, right? Is building a better business. All these things put together is what helps you build a better business. It's like when you're a kid playing with Legos. Each thing snaps together for a reason. You can only build up if you have a solid foundation. Okay? So back to it. So hopefully some of these things help you understand if it's time to rebrand or not. These things are costly. Yes. They take time. Yes. But aren't you worth it? Just want to leave you with that. Well, thank you again. Thanks for joining us on our Wednesday videos from Symbolic Media to you. So please share your thoughts, comments. Please share with people who need our help, and share your experiences. Talk to you soon.